Not even yet 1 year old and still technically in early access, Fortnite Battle Royale is already one of the biggest successes in the history of gaming. As of June 2018, 125 million people had played the free-to-play title. By July, it had made $1 billion from in-game purchases, and it regularly dominates the Twitch charts. Its most popular streamer, Ninja, can draw larger crowds than the next biggest game's entire viewership. If it keeps growing at this rate, it might just conquer the world. According to new reports, though, the world may be safe because Fortnite is apparently not continuing to grow at that rate. In fact, it might just be cresting its peak. Yes, Superdata is reporting that Fortnite's revenue only grew by a mere 2% between June and July. By comparison, revenue grew 7% the month prior, on the heels of a truly astonishing 33% the month before that. And Fortnite was already making incredible money from its microtransactions before this latest spurt, so to be earning this kind of growth on top of that is just astounding. Yet, with the much smaller growth in July, the rocket launch that was Epic's bottom line has finally crashed into a crack in the sky. Fortnite's rise has been so huge for so long, many people wondered where the ceiling could possibly be. Well, we may have just found out. Of course, Fortnite is still raking in over $300 million a month, and it's still growing, even if more slowly than before. So don't feel too bad for Epic just yet. And the developer may still have a few tricks up his sleeve. For one thing, the studio has finally released a beta for Fortnite on Android, at last bringing the game onto all modern gaming platforms. Epic co-founder Tim Sweeney estimates that there are 250 million Android devices capable of running the cartoon shooter. While we don't expect that every last one of them will get Fortnite, it's a fair bet that a whole lot of them will. With the sudden influx of Android users buying battle passes, the game's revenue may boom yet again. On top of that, Epic won't even be splitting the potential Android windfall with Google, the maker of Android. That's because Epic has decided to bypass the Google Play Store, as Google takes a whopping 30% cut from all transactions. Instead, thanks to the fact that Android is an open platform in which any app can be installed from anywhere, Epic is able to let users download Fortnite directly, denying Google an estimated $50 million through the rest of 2018 alone. Apple, by contrast, continues to operate its massively successful iOS platform as a walled garden. Nothing is allowed onto their devices except through their App Store. That forces games like Fortnite to split 30% of revenue with Apple, something that Sweeney finds unacceptable. Nevertheless, there's enough money to be made from iPhones and iPads that Epic has decided to swallow their pride, for now. But once the Android rollout is complete, it's not clear where else Fortnite has to go. The continuing issues with cross-platform play on PlayStation 4 appear to mark the last missing link in the game's growth. Fortnite is already on every major platform, already popular enough that there's no new word of mouth to be spread and already gobbling up players' limited time. It seems likely that Fortnite's peak is near. But what a peak it is, far beyond what any other game has achieved in so brief a time. About the only thing that they could do at this point is mess with the time stream to get more players. Except they already started doing that with Season 5. Or maybe they could somehow convince their player base to start over from scratch and buy everything again. You guys ready for Fortnite too?